So when we look back at our time, what was it, 2009, long time ago. What were the sort of circumstances? What was changing when we thought about setting up the company?
I think our customers, so consulting firms, services firms, were getting more and more margin pressure on their business.
The forward-looking consultancies were probably thinking about how they were going to productise services, differentiating themselves in the market and also making a greater margin through productisation.
What do you think the catalyst was for us deciding to set up Kimble?
I think the problem's been out there all this time. I think the catalyst was probably that the cost of doing this pre the cloud was incredibly prohibitive. The amount of money you'd have to raise to do something to the quality that we've been able to produce was enormous, and it would have taken a lot of effort to be able to adapt as we go along to remain responsive to the changing needs of our customers. And I think the cloud and the underlying Salesforce platform has allowed us to grow a lot faster, to be agile, to build applications and react to that in terms of the configurability of the application. And that all came together, the planets aligned at a time when we were ready to do something different.
Yeah. Also, I think by that point we had a lot of collective experience across sort of different disciplines within professional services organisations. So we know how to sell it, we know what it takes to run projects successfully in terms of project governance, that type of thing.
There weren't solutions out there for consulting or services firms. So even back then there was Excel, homegrown solutions, and then I think post that we just saw more of the same, didn't we? We saw really sort of back office focused systems, or homegrown being out there. There wasn't really anything that did what we felt we needed to run, a good services business and have that predictability and that forward look.
There was probably CRM type applications at the front end and finance applications at the back end. Project and delivery managers spent their time trying to feed the back end systems rather than being able to use systems to actually drive their business.
Yeah, it was very much reactive. It was all about month-end reporting, how you performed historically, which I think is fine if you're an accounting firm, for example, you've got lots of repeat business. But for most of the world, the 90% of people who are worried about where their next meal's coming from, it's all about actually how the future's going to happen. So it's no good knowing 5 weeks later that your project performed badly historically. What you need to know is where the problem projects are coming up and make changes to them that can hopefully create a better outcome for you.
So what was unique in Kimble when we first went to market versus what we were seeing out there in terms of the competitive landscape?
Yeah, I mean, the systems that are out there have been developed by accounting vendors who wanted to hit a new vertical market, which was services, and so they would add a project accounting system on. But again, that was based on providing historic data for the accountant, not for people running operation of the business. And I think the big leap we gave, and because of the systems we built, was actually a closer link between effectively your pipeline management, your CRM side, and the project delivery, the project forecasting, which is where we came to play.
We were trying to use the application to drive outcomes in terms of behaviour. We focused on what professional services organisations do, generally sort of running projects or running bodies of people to actually deliver stuff.
And that's really, I guess we designed it from the get-go to be, anything from, a small startup consultancy through to large enterprise, 10, 20,000 man business. That was always in the, the design patterns from day one. So our customers are going to go through a lot of technology change in terms of their markets. What do you think we're going to see and what we're going to need to put in the product from a technology perspective to make sure we are delivering a more relevant and appropriate service to our customers?
We've already seen that, and we've started down the road towards augmented intelligence. Mark mentioned earlier, about the insights that we build into the product. And we collect a wealth of operational data. And as you know, that one of my sort of passions really is actually providing that insight to customers by analysing existing data, what's going on operationally, and trying to predict outcomes. Systems that support you as you transform your business as well. So one of the things we've always said about Kimble is the configurability, and that becomes increasingly important as you need to adapt, as a customer needs to adapt their business to take advantage of new opportunities.
What makes Kimble position well to service for the future, Sean?
We think we've been at the vanguard of professional service automation for quite a few years now, and I think we always aim to be there, thinking of really what the customer really needs listening to them, listening to our customers. We put a lot of enhancement. Dave puts in a phenomenal amount of enhancement based on customer feedback.
And I think it's thinking about what are the behaviours we want to drive, or they want to drive in their people to deliver a better service to their customers, and tuning the application to that. And I think if we continue to think about how our customers are going to use our software to make some sort of change in the way that their organisation works, to help them remain agile, then we'll always be at the vanguard of this area.